Welcome back to the Quiksilver Pro France, stop number 9 of the World Surf League Championship Tour. I love watching highlight reels, obviously the big finishes, the major moves, but wipeouts are always really popular because you just appreciated everything so much more as we watch Lacomare get started. Just a little misread on that backhand re-entry. Seabass scoreless. Is going to be Caio Ibelli's turn to set up his forehand attack. Little speed jam under the lip, he's down. This format was introduced a handful of years ago now, even more than that, because I remember seeing heats like this and heroes compete. As we check out this attempt from Caio once again.
Yeah, just mistiming that right there. You know, that could just be late afternoon stuff. It could be fatigue. It just mistimed that opening maneuver. Could be just trying a little bit too hard. But I'll tell you what, it's been a great run for Caio Ibelli today. Had some incredible barrels. Took down an in-form Federico Moraes earlier today.
Such a solid competitor. Setting up his first turn is the local boy, Lacomare. First carve solid, big vertical whip. Winds up for the coping again and nails it. Jams it hard down the line and another re-entry to finish. Fighting to get the completion. It's going to push him out the back, so he'll lose that finishing move.
Not completing that ride.
Full wrap for Ibelli, former world junior champ. Last year's Rookie of the Year, rock and roll flow to get out of there. Another one of those super groms that, before we get there, let's see what Marc did one more time.
Yeah, just big backhand maneuvers is what he did. You know, once he gets that momentum going, he finds that confidence, just hooking into those turns. And again, beautiful snap there. Going for broke on that last maneuver, just not quite riding out of it.
Because of Lacomare, Wilco's going to be ahead of Julian on the rankings heading into Portugal. Owen's going to be ahead as well. Caio Ibelli driving down the line and trying to just read this messy right. Kind of lost at sea a bit to find the major maneuver there. The big name back then was beating Joel Parkinson when he was number 2 in the world, trying to win his first world title. Speed jam out the back for Seabass. Little kind of float there and he's out.
Kind of forgot he was even in his heat.
For himself, how talented he is.
And I think that's a big thing. I mean, at this level, if you don't believe that, then you're not going to get those results.
Because Barca knew it, his brother knew it. Here comes Seabass again. Couple of big power moves. Smaller inside wave, but he wants to ramp up. Clear for takeoff, tail high whip, and he's down. Caio's best of 5. Seabass 377. As Lacomare digs in. Nice clean draw right on the open face. Little jam again. Keeping that same motion down the line, and now a backhand float to get out of there. So surfing a very smart heat. Seabass on the next one. And he'll hop out. 14 on the clock. First place skips to the quarters. Looks like it's Lacomare's for the time being. Caio up and out.
Caio's having a hard time out there at the moment. You know, sometimes when things don't go your way, you kind of try harder to get yourself into that rhythm or that groove, and things just keep getting worse. And it seems like for Caio,
and if you're local around these parts, you spend a lot of time with jet skis when this place is pumping.
Yeah.
Because we see that first turn again.
Yeah, there it is, that body extension. Just really powerful young man. Just hooking in. I love the body extension that he gets going. So halfway through his turn, he just sort of almost throws everything away from him, but maintains it.
Here comes that big carve from Seabass. It puts him deep. Got plenty of time to get back out in front. Another wrap with the lip showing up. He'll punch it real quick. And just try to put it to bed through the inside corner. His best before that, just a couple of threes. What an accomplishment it is if you can take that on. Seabass has done that with his upbringing on Kauai. As we look at that big first turn again.
Yeah, big first turn from Seabass, and it's going to be his best score. This wave kind of slowed up for him and let him get back out in front. You can see him just giving everything he's got right now. This win is going to be very important for one of these three surfers. Straight through to the quarterfinals.
So now leaving the door open for a possible lead change on the rankings heading into Portugal. We'll see how John does in the next heat. Deep bottom turn to set up a big hack on the backhand of Lacomare. Drills it vertically. Little extend a float to finish. So Lacomare reading this lineup, his local lineup, very well. That's why those wild card stories are insane at every venue on tour.
Well, who doesn't want to see 3 world title surfers clash? I mean, it's going to be so fun to watch, not to mention, I mean, the action in the water right now has been super fun to watch. The Frenchman's going nuts. Look at this, backhand whack right there, beautiful slam. Oh man, it looks so fun out there. I'm kind of losing my marbles right now, but of the Southwest. So that means we got a little air wind going into the rights, which could be dangerous for Mick and Parco, as we could see some huge airs go down by John going on those rights.
More famous one was Andy doing that, falling off tour, believe it or not, and then came back and won 3 straight world titles. Watching this, Caio Ibelli, little layback, looks at it there, hard off the bottom, goes down. It's been one of those throwaway heats for Caio. Minute 55 to go. Lacomare and Sebastian look interested. Our heat leader setting up the backhand again. There's that classic little rail work to start into a blast off the lip. Using a lot of space on this wave. Always going deep to the bottom. Coils up vertically. Great timing for the local boy. Now calling him a local hero. Big ramp setting up for Caio. Huge double grab punt, but can't find the landing. As we take another look, first with Lacomare's attack, trying to improve on a 7.0.
Yeah, well, look at the conditions starting to get dreamier and dreamier. We're going to see some great heats to finish off the day, but look at these big backside moves. There's no messing around, is there? Not a lot of moving parts in his style, just no frills. Bang under the lip there. Beautiful snap there from Marc Lacomare. The crowd love it. There's still plenty of people down on the beach here this afternoon, Joe. Sebastian trying to get himself back in the heat, and when things aren't going your way, they just aren't going your way.
Tour 7.93 for Lacomare. So now both Caio and Sebastian are comboed. 2 new waves, but we're also running out of time. Caio going for a big corrupt flip. One of his good friends, Josh Kerr, invented that maneuver. So he gave him a little tribute there with that little punt to finish. Sebastian and Caio set to round 5 from the giant killer. Marc Lacomare going to the quarterfinals.